G'day, mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. In our last episode, we went and tamed a natural gas geyser, and also, well, sucked out all the air. It's now perfect vacuum, ready to go. We also went and half-tamed a second natural gas geyser, along with, started filling out the steam room. The steam room with some of the infrastructure, and today we need to get a lot more infrastructure in and here and done. On top of that, we found in the bottom left-hand corner of the oil biome, the whole map, a cool slush geyser finally, so it's a little bit more water to add to the bucket. Along with, on the right hand side, we found the petrified fossil. Unfortunately, this area is a little bit warm at 150 degrees, so we need to organize that. We also need to find out Alejandra. Can you dig your way out through there, please? I'm trying to talk everybody through the intro. Found the petrified fossil. It's a little bit warm. We also cleaned up a few critters last episode. At least at the end of last episode, we should probably pick up the meat before, well, the critters do. Yeah, I don't need to sweep the chocolate egg. Okay, today we have a whole bunch of things we need to do. Mainly a lot of work in here, but we'll come back to that. Let's start off at this one. The cool salt slush geyser. It's going to pump out brine at minus 10 degrees, and, well, we just need to tame it. So we're going to put in a ladder in here behind it, and then add in tamer like that. Very, very simple. We just need to put in a liquid pump, put in some basic automation for a hydro sensor, add in the plumbing, of course. Plumbing, thank you. Along with the power wire. That's it. Everything in here is a Priority 9, including analyzing it. That's it, it's done. We're probably going to have to put in an alternative ladder so the dupes can get and dig up some of these tiles, and we'll have them dig up around the rear as well. That's pretty much it. Everything that is not that little project is a Priority 8, just so it gets done because, well, labor's short down here in this biome, purely because everybody needs to be in an atmosuit. As for the other side of the other side of the biome, because this is all 150 degrees and we found a cool steam vent, I think our best answer is, well, cool the place down. We're going to obviously do that with a small amount of slightly cooler water. It's only 42 degrees. Also, we want to... I want a second access ladder. We're going to put a second access ladder in here so I can send a dupe in here to analyze this. We need more water. Water is a bit of a critical thing because water leads to oxygen, and we technically don't have enough oxygen. At least that's what the overlay keeps telling me, so I probably need to sort that out. The other thing I want to do is deconstruct Priority 9. I want to remove those and dig out that underneath and put in a bunch of mesh tiles, like here. Just so we can have the water move, well, we can have the oil stick a little bit lower and the water transfer across, because over here it's 72 degrees. Over here, occasionally it seems to be hitting 100 degrees, because the petrified fossil is very, very, very warm. Is that lead melting? Yeah. I have no idea why that lead is melting and re-solidifying. Yeah, we need to expose all this. The more I can expose all this and have all the temperature sort of neutralize and equalize with one another, the better. Okay, next project is our natural gas geysers. We have this one in tamed and analyzed, but there's a couple of things I'd like to do. We have down here just a tiny bit of chlorine. If I was to seal that off and seal that off, then, well, the chlorine couldn't get out, which would be perfect, which means, well, I could not seal this in just yet and just leave my, out there. And just leave this as is. I could just suck all the excess natural gas out, and then once we've done that, I could actually seal it in properly. This is basically ready to go, apart from, well, having somewhere for the natural gas to pump to, along with power. So we need to sort out those two things. I also need to pick up this natural gas and, oh my God, the game does not like that. Also, pop up here and fix this natural gas. This natural gas is dormant and, well, needs to be disconnected because we need to get in here and do some modifications. Can we please sweep up the barbecue, the meat? Otherwise, the critters will take care of it. Yeah. Okay, so we need to deconstruct this door. I also need to deconstruct that particular gas pump. And we need to put in a high-pressure vent here because it's going to fill up with all sorts of funny gases when I'm done because I need to tame this one properly. Originally, we put in a gold amalgam pump, which is good enough because we add liquid cooling behind it, but this pumps out natural gas 150C. That's not a long-term solution. I want a long-term solution, so our long-term solution is cut off the water. We're going to deconstruct all the water. Because you're dormant currently, we're going to remove these 2 natural gas generators as well. Everything. Yeah, all of that can go away. Also, ventilation, that can go away. The tank is empty. Yes, but the pipes are not. Those pipes can go away. Those pipes can go away. You just ate the gold. Okay, and I want to set up this with automation properly. So we need an Atmos sensor in here. Now the plumbing is done. We can remove the plumbing as well. And priorities 9. Basically everything in here. Everything you want in here I want done yesterday. This is where we're going to 9 things. We did that, so that side's done. So yeah, this is just a remove the gas pump, replace, put in a new wall, clean everything out, and then re-vacuum it back out. And then we should be good. Power cable, iron. Might want to replace that with lead at the same time. Yes, and actually there's one other thing I need to do, and that is grab insulated pipes, and we're going to run insulated pipes through to there. We'll come back to the rest of that later. Okay, can I get ventilation, gas pump, out of steel this time, because now we have steel, and we should be good. All right, we'll come back to that project. In here, we have started putting in, well, all our metal refineries. Also, I've started setting the filters on these. So you're going to do refined metal gold, so you will need to do raw metal ore out of gold. And now I need to put in the next floor. So the next floor is going to be this tile, which means, unfortunately, everything that we've built on this level needs to go away. Again, this is going to have to be a priority 9 because, well, we're limited by dupe labor in here, where there's only as many atmosuits I happen to have, which is not that many. We're going to add some more in hope that I can get some more dupes in here. I have 1 suit free. Can I go copper? Can I get another 4, 5? Let's go with 5. Yes, okay, because we need to make more infrastructure and heat in here. Until I can get all this water, well, up to 100 degrees, this room is semi-useless to us. So there's a lot of things we need to do in here. The other thing I need to do is in here, gas overlay. We have some oxygen, hydrogen, other gases up here, and I have a whole bunch of chlorine down here. Obviously, whilst I have random gases laying around and I have the ability to pump things out, I want to pump things out. So we're going to put in 2 pumps. I'm going to put in a gas filter out of steel as well, because it's going to get hot in here. We're going to put you up there, and we'll put you there, I guess. Can I move that tile, that over 1? Ventilation, insulated pipe. We're going to go there to there. That got really confusing really quickly. To just out here somewhere. Bridge there, and a high pressure vent there with a ladder there. Cool. And power lines. Well, I'm out of copper. Lead? Probably not lead in here. Actually. Power. Let's not build that. As I have conductive wire right here, let's go for lead conductive wire. Let's go for the big stuff. And we need to drag that all the way up to here as well. And same story, I need ventilation, insulated pipes there to, well, we'll take the steam over there, and the not steam, we want to vent that outside. That goes there, that goes there. Yeah, it should be all right out of lead, and there. Okay, that's the plan with those. Okay, Obviously, like I said, that all needs to be a high priority, otherwise it doesn't get done. Gold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Power-wise, maybe a few more. Okay, so everything outside, and like we'll even do the attachments, high priority because I want it done now. I want it done now. This is an important job. As for other important jobs, you look to be done. Apart from automation, done. Power, lead. No, it is done. So I just need a wall in there and a wall in there and a sweep, everything in that tile. And hopefully... Okay, that's a lot more material than I thought. And hopefully we can convince the hatches and the dupes to be on the outside when we finish sealing it up. I do want to deconstruct you as well. Okay, we'll come back to that. Also means that my little pump that I put in is never actually going to do anything. It's fine. Okay, all right. The other thing that I need to do, which is a bit of a issue, is, well, we need more oxygen. We have 2 self-powered oxygen makers, and each one of these are good for unreachable food. That's 2 of them. That's bad. Where are they? No gravity. Yep. Priorities. Infinite on those ones, because you guys can't get out. We have silly dupes who are digging out the tiles to make their life harder rather than building the 2 bits. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. They'll work it out. Okay. We have self-powered oxygen makers. We have 2 of them. And that is enough to support about half the colony. The problem is, well, it's about 50 dupes we can support currently, and I have 100. So I need to rectify that problem. So we know that these guys are, well, the internal dimensions are 12 by 15. The external dimensions are 14 by 17. Yeah. So I want to build, potentially, I need 4 of these. We're going to be building 4 of these brand new because, well, the second one's built fine. The first one, somebody may have built these out of iron ore, and they may have already previously overheated, so my cooling pipe might be sucking up some heat from our self-powered oxygen maker it's not meant to. So we're just going to rebuild the whole thing. And we're going to do that, well, up here. The main reason being, and unfortunately, that needs to move. Pretty 5. I think that's too far. I think that's the tile I want. Unfortunately, well, we're going to rebuild them over here. 14 tiles. Hang on, let's double check. Yeah, they're 13 tiles wide, and we are going to double insulate this wall because, well, this side's going to be very hot. This side's not going to be very hot, and I don't really want my oxygen to be very, very hot. 39 there, and those ones. Yes, okay. Everything here I want done on the inside needs to be a high priority. Like the whole pumps and everything else. All right, as I was saying, yes, I need to move it over. So we're going to go 13 tiles. And I need to rebuild, well, the self-powered oxygen makers. And these are going to be priority 4. We're going to go with a low priority because we have a lot of duplicate labor available out here. This will be a priority 5. We'll come under here. That can finally be hooked up. But unfortunately, can I power overlay? Can I move you over a tile again? Because somebody made a boo-boo. Priority 9, everything on that line. And can I upgrade that one to heavy want wire? Okay, so yeah, we're going to rebuild them over here. Now, self-powered oxygen maker comes in 2 halves. It comes with the oxygen half and then the, well, heat generating oxygen not making, just burning hydrogen half. I want to put this half, well, inside my heat room because anything I put in the heat room that makes heat makes me power. So we might as well. So we just need to fairly quickly put in the infrastructure and skeleton for self-powered oxygen maker or 2. If I look at the priorities, we've got rip out the ladders as a fairly substantial priority, and then everything else is, well, a lower priority. It's a build it when you've got a chance, because like I said, we don't have a real issue with duplicate labor on the outside of our steam room. On the inside, it's a different story. Now, on the inside, there's a couple of things I need to get done in here. No, Victoria's fine. Just going to get some plastic from the scalding hot steam room. Okay, in here, deconstruct. Priority buildings, priority 9. I need to remove all these ladders. Need to remove all these ladders so we have access. Also need to remove, well, all those ladders. It does mean that, like I said, I need dupes to get in here and get things done. I want you to filter unbreathable gas, steam, to keep the steam in the room, and the other one's not built yet. Yeah, there's a few building tasks to go. Okay, on top of that, other building tasks. You have swept out everything, so I want a priority 9. I want this sealed. That way we can start vacuuming it back out. Other building tasks. We have a natural gas geyser, which is going to give me an average output of 118 grams per second. We have our second one, which has an average output of 102 per second. And our third one, which we've managed to seal up and nobody... No, I need to put another tile in there and hope to keep the chlorine on the right side. Third one gives us another 118 per second, which means I have an average output of... Let's check my notes. I've lost my notes. About 340-ish. That's bad. Renfus. The idea was you could fall straight down, but you failed that because you managed to find the one tile. So many of you managed to find the one tile. We were trying to rebuild. Renfus! Look, you're not going to suffocate. Which is easier to build? Yeah, I need to build that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, and that tile. Okay. And Saran, you can already see you're in the same boat. I need to build that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, and that tile. Cool. Wesley, up. Just up. As long as you go up, you're fine. If somebody builds in your head and you fall, that's probably okay too. Is that the only two we have stuck so far? Yeah. Sorelli is going to probably do the exact same trick, actually. He's going to manage to get over here on the one tile. If these tiles were not built, it'd be fine. We could drop you down. You could fall down here and get out. And then you'd be fine. Okay. You're not going to suffocate. You're not going to starve. We'll just listen to the alarm for a little bit. And Wesley's out already. Okay, so back to steam vents. I have an average output of about 340. I actually don't want steam vents. I want a natural gas generator. Natural gas generators use 90 grams per second. So if I built 4 of them, that would consume, on average, all my natural gas. The catch is you need to be turned on and you need to be, if above 0 grams, please pump. The catch is you're dormant for another 11 cycles, but on top of that, you're inactive for 60 cycles. The next one is inactive for 80 cycles. 80 cycles it goes dormant, and you go inactive for 60 cycles as well, which means an awful lot of storage. Oh, there's a third one. So really managed to do the exact same trick. Can I cancel build? And if I deconstruct that, you shall fall. Can I get you down one tile? This is partly built. There, to there, to there, to there, to there. Cancel. Underneath Sorelli, deconstruct. That might get them out faster. And Saran, you can join the club. Deconstruct. You've got nothing else to do. Priorities for all of that. Priority for that one. Okay, so if we get that tile done, that tile done, and that tile done, you guys can climb out, which is only a couple of tiles, and I'm not sure if the dupes in airflow tile top priority, can the dupes reach that? They can reach it up from here at least. Actually, they could probably jump up and reach both those directly. It's fine. Priority 4, build that back in. Yeah, you guys are doing... Actually, you got material right there. What material do you have? It is sandstone, 300 kilos. That's enough for 3 ladders. Can I get a priority 1 ladder there and there? And as you guys literally have nothing else to do, you should be able to build that and that. Because you literally have nothing else to do. Oh, that's 2 tiles up. I can't even jump down. Oh my gosh. Pray now. Okay, can we... Show navigation, you're out. Okay, can I priority 4 so we can turn off some of these alarms? Cool. Ladder, deconstruct, 9. Ladder, deconstruct, 9. Cool. Alright, that'll solve that problem. Okay, back to what... Deconstruct the ladder you're hanging on. Please, Saran. And don't jump to your left. Oh my god, he's gonna jump to the left. Oh my... Yep. Knew it. 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 Show navigation. You can move, can you? Oh, it's 2 tiles. You can just climb down now. Yeah, fine. Okay. Ramphis decided to have a nap right there. Full bladder. Move over here. Oh my god. Sandstone, somebody said something about sandstone. Literally right there. Priority 1. Yeah, made a mess. At least you did it inside a little bucket where we could mop it up. Okay. Okay. It all goes well until you let a dupe at the problem, and then everything goes wrong. Put that one in there, put that one in there, and put that one in there. Okay, back to my story of things that we're trying to get done. Okay. Alright. So I have an average output of 340-ish. If I go into power and I go into a natural gas generator, each of these consumes 90 grams per second. So if I made 4 of them, I should have enough average throughput that I should be able to, well, keep up with the natural gas generators. But above 1 kilogram. But we're going to instead probably put in a lot more, depending on how long the dupes get to get this level in, because we need to build this level before we get to the next level. But I do need to put in storage. So we're going to grab some gas reservoirs. Again, priority 4. Copper, great, done. Actually, overheat temperature. We might make them out of something a little bit more hardy, because potentially we're putting in natural gas at 150 degrees. So we're going to run tiles through there, and through there, and through there, and through there, and through there. So Duplicants find an entirely new way to get completely stuck. We're also going to run our insulated gas pipes, link all those together, and all those together. That's going to be our gas storage. Now, I still need to get gas from every single one of these natural gas vents all together. Unreachable build. Why is it unreachable? Because that one tile's in the way. Okay, that makes sense now. So, I'm thinking the best option I have is, if I come to here, and we go ventilation, we can just run Wrong item. You start a gas pipe. We can run you just straight up. Like, it's going to clip the side of the base, but that's perfectly fine. And then I can take that to there without too much hassle. Mop. That. Dig that. Plumbing. Remove that. Don't need it anymore. Power. Remove that. Don't need it anymore. Automation. Remove that. Don't need it anymore. Pump. And hydro sensor. Don't need any of that anymore because you don't exist. We are going to replace that with normal tiles. Yeah. And deconstruct buildings. We'll knock those out eventually. Yeah, so we're going to bring our natural gas up to here. We're also... Nope. We're also going to join that to there and, well, deconstruct that, and that for the moment, and we're going to work out exactly where the natural gas goes shortly. So that's going to be a plan there, which means I just need a ladder. Just a normal, good old ladder from A to B. Yeah, no, actually, we can keep going up. We might as well join it all together. Sure. That'll do us. It's going to be nothing special. As for the next one further down, well, if we have a look, that's no longer a straight run. It's a fairly straight run, but not perfectly straight. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to here, across to here. I don't really want to dig through water, though I don't really object. But if I run that sort of down the middle... We've done a few things. We've managed to miss any plants, which is always a bonus. And we should be very close to the Gravitas shipping container. Also, we can finally get into the teleporter. So, to me, that's a bonus. A very big bonus. Also means that ladders, we need a ladder, yeah, from there to there. Yeah, dig that one out. We'll put in a alternative ladder here. It's going to take the dupes a while to get this. In theory, it's a safe dig. Like, it's going from oxygen area to oxygen area to oxygen area to oxygen area. The chance they manage to screw it up is slim, but, well, Nut Farmer's damaged. How's Nut Farmer damaged? Nobody knows, but, yeah, they're dupes. They're dupes. You're going to need power. We'll work out how to get you power later. Same with the other one. You are almost done, apart from that needs to be dug out, and we need a sweep of everything. Oh, and that needs to be built. Yep. And we would seal you here. We're just going to use the natural abyssalite for some of the insulation there and there. That should be fine. Priority 9. Get those two done. All right. As for this side, well, we drained out the water. We made some steam. You are now buried and only 95 degrees Celsius, which is probably an improvement, honestly. And Boss Jones up here analysing this cool steam vent because I have a water problem. I haven't mentioned that yet, but I have a water problem. My water problem is linked to my oxygen problem, which is linked to, well, building decorating, rocketry and farming, and building, a building supplier who can't dig, and increase machinery. Ooh. Ooh. We're taking the meep. That we're gonna name after one of the wonderful YouTube members. We're gonna name you after Mr. Infernal Bovine. Thank you, Bovine. Thank you, Bovine, for being a wonderful YouTube member. You are gonna become a future mechatronics engineer. You're just gonna need a lot of training. Print. Skills. There you are. Yes, you're going to go into, no, Mechatronics Engineering. Yes. We're going to put you in improved supply carry. We're going to give you a hat. Whether you get a hat or not, I don't know, but you should put your hat on as soon as you slam your face on the floor. Perfect. Hat. Hat. No hat for this guy. Hey, there you go, Pat. We need to give you a bedroom. About that. Sure. You get a private bedroom. Yep, private bedroom. Priority 5. All right, you get a private bedroom. right beside the supply teleporter that goes to a whole different planet. Don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Okay, we also skills really quick. No, priorities. Bovine, but no, sort by name, please. Bovine. We want you to do building, supplying, tidying. Yep, that's going to be your jobs going forward. Okay, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? I was saying natural gas. Okay, to get the natural gas, I need to get these in and done. I also need to get those pipes done, and the pipes are going to take a minute. So with the pipes taking a minute, it means I can leave the dupes get stuff done for a minute, whilst I hopefully get a mechatronics engineer in here to get this power line done, and oh god, and the whole outside power line done. Yep, 7. All of priority construction, 7. All of that. Starvation. Are you actually starving, BTG? No, you're fine. You just need to go get food. Okay. We need to, well, get some of this done. So give me a couple of minutes so the dupes can hopefully catch up on some of this construction work. And then we'll see where we're up to. Alright, so we've gone in and we've capped this cool slush geyser. We have, well, cooled down this area an awful lot. Also analysed this vent, which is going to give us 1.5 kilos per second. That's important. We need to remember that because there's a small problem with water, as I said before. Also need to put some tiles under that so we can actually get around to, well, dealing with that problem as well. So we have 1.5 kilograms per second plus, where's our next vent? We have, oh, actually, both these vents. So we have another 2.5 here. This is salt water, so we do get some sort of loss from it. I think we get to keep about 90% of the water. The other is salt. Well, we're not going to use that for obviously making oxygen. What are you doing? You are going to put on a suit. Excellent. I have issues with dupes forgetting to put on suits due to the Pathfinder having issues. Yes, also means the game needs to run at game speed 1 because game speed 2 is too much for the poor engine. So yes, we'll call that another 2.5 with our 1.5. That gives us 4. We're going to come over here. You're going to give us another 1.4. Unfortunately, your brine, which has a larger loss on it, a lot larger loss. So this is only about 1 kilo. So that's, what I say, 2.5, 4.5 with the brine. That's about 5 kilos. Going up to our next geyser, which was here. We have, we'll call it another 2. We're up to 6, 7. With another 2.5. We've got about 10 kilos, just. We need 12. We need 12. We can add to that the half a kilo from this one, the half a kilo from this one, plus the 1.2 kilos from this one. We have just enough water to run, well, enough oxygen to keep all the dupes alive. It's very tight. So we need a couple of ways to invent oxygen. Inventing oxygen can be, invent liquid. Invent liquid to invent oxygen. Can I deconstruct that because you guys have done everything else? No, I want automation overlay, please. That one, deconstruct that, and we'll get the sensor as well. Thanks, autosave. Okay, can I deconstruct that, and that engine, and that engine? Okay, back to our natural gas problem. Power. Natural gas generators. So, if I have 4 of these running at all times, I'm going to get another 1/4 kilo worth of polluted water from these guys, which is something. It's something. And I want to put these in the hot room because, well, polluted water is fine, but if it's in a room that's at 150 plus degrees, well, that's going to instantly turn into steam, which then we're going to condense back into water, and then we can turn back into oxygen. So that's going to be one of our plans. But to do that, I need to heat up this room. So to do that, we need to add some more heat production items. So our little kilns that we had before, we're going to whack in a couple of these. Not that tile, it turns out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. With those, they're going to need an auto sweeper or 2. We're going to put an auto sweeper here, which will cover everybody, and here, which will cover everybody. We have some overlap in the middle, so I can put in, well, loaders and unloaders. which then means, well, that's sort of that floor half full. I do need to put in, as I said, 4 natural gas geysers, natural gas generators. I'll get there eventually, but the rest of this floor we're going to retain for other projects. One of the other projects I do want to do is I do want to put our glass floor forge in, no, over 1 tile. Over 1 tile. Yeah, because you are going to need insulated pipes out of ceramic. Oh. Probably need to move that pipe out of the way too. Yeah. You'll make my life easier if you go over here. Yeah, a duplicate to it. And also a vent. You're going to need a vent as well. I don't have to worry about overheat temperatures from the kilns because, well, they don't have an overheat temperature. They have a melting point, which is the melting point of copper, which is like 1,000 degrees. So we should be good there. Also means that I need to put in another floor. Well, actually, I need to cancel any construction we have on that line. That's some materials. And put in another floor here. That floor, I think, is the point where we're going to finally deconstruct buildings, Prey 9, all of those, plus all of those. That's where we're going to finally put in our natural gas generators. Out of steel, we would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, gosh, 1, 2, there, 4 tiles, 4 tiles, 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile, 4 tile, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is an awful lot of them. Also means I now know where the pipe's going to go. So my answer, I think, is we're just going to run, for the moment at least, all the pipes together. We're going to join all the CO2 together. We'll work out exactly what's going to go where and how we're going to dispose of the CO2 later. We could make some slicksters. We could also, well, just vent it out to space. Also, it means this is where our gas is going to come. Hang on. Green is the output. Yeah, green is the output, which is going to come down to there. And then as for the input, well, logically, I think we're going to go through the floor to that tile, which means deconstruct that and also, well, that. I could use the existing pipe, but actually we're going to use the existing pipe because there's a lot of things that are still not permanent. A lot of things are still not permanent. In fact, most of what we've built so far is not permanent. Actually, no, I do want that one to go away. Okay, priorities, construction. Again, this can all go as a 4 because it really doesn't matter. All the things on the outside don't really matter. It's only things like in behind, well, atmosuit docks that are suddenly very, very important because duplicate access is limited. I do need to make sure we're going to have power into you and also into the auto sweepers. Yes. Okay. Do I... we might run... We might run power across the ceiling. Because I also need to have an auto sweeper in here, probably sideways due to access for this guy. Also means that tiles, I want actual solid metal tile out of steel here for my molten glass to land on. It might splash. We might move all that over a tile. Go away. Yeah, in fact, we might do one better. We might work out what else has got to go on this floor. Is there anything? Is there anything? Is there anything else I desperately want on this floor? Maybe a second glass forge. Okay, we're going to grab a glass forge out of ceramic for the higher overheat temperature. We're going to put you there. Then I can put my auto sweeper there. And then plumbing, we can do insulated pipe to there and drop it out in the middle. And that means we're gonna have a bucket on the side. I like this. We're definitely cooking with gas now. Although that pipe is made out of igneous rock, we're not doing that. We're gonna go all out and do ceramics. Okay, there goes all the ceramic. That's all right. Once these guys are up and running, we'll add in some more ceramic. We now have the option to rotate. You don't rotate. Okay, you don't rotate. All right, scolding. Has somebody come in the hot room? Alejandra. Yep, of course. What's happening is the Pathfinder is having the dupes skip tiles, so it doesn't calculate that it calculates they need to go to here and then skips to here, so they don't actually walk through the checkpoint. They teleport through it. Okay, we're gonna cancel the auto sweeper for right now, on the off chance that I decide that I'm gonna move that left or right a tile. I might do it sideways. We'll see. Okay, with that floor in, we just need to, well, get the floor built, and then we know where our natural gas generators are going to go. At the same time, you and you are pumping out this area. Yeah, it's going to take them a little while. We're not in a big rush. As for our actual vents themselves, or our giant piping, we're getting very, very close to it all being built. Sweetle? That is a very odd spot for you to live. Can you come out, please? Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Bright news, when they go in there with materials, we get some extra bonus work done. Yep. And then they pass through oil that's 80 degrees. The water's only 40. Speaking of the water, we should probably get around to... do I need you? Yeah, I do. Can I do a vent? We just need a mini gas pump. We don't need anything special. And... no, can I have the heavy watt wire, please? Thank you. Out of lead, probably 9, please. And... ventilation... just onto that pipe. It just needs to pump out the little bit of atmosphere we have in here so we can get a vacuum lock, and then I will no longer transfer heat from the inside to the outside, which is fine because so far it's warm inside but not scalding hot. Well, actually it's already scalding hot. Never mind. Yeah, it's gonna get hotter. As for new printables, even if it is a good dupe, if it's a good dupe, I might take a good dupe. Good news is it's not really a good dupe. I'm gonna take coal, because salt water is not super helpful at all. Yeah, we're also slowly getting around to putting through together somewhere for our latest dupe to, well, eat, and I am out of copper. Well, that didn't last long. Can I put that in there, and can I put in a water cooler right there? You can also have a mess hall. That seems important. As for this is going to take a while. And even longer when I have to keep manually kicking dupes out. If I don't watch this area, they start skipping tiles again. We should have this hooked up fairly soon, which means this one could start pumping. It is already overpressurized, so I'd like to get it running sooner rather than later, because that's almost... can I deconstruct buildings, priority 8, all of that? No, that is reachable. It's just a 4. Yeah. 9, 9, 8. It's a couple of tiles. That's all we're short. Okay, maybe it's more than a couple of tiles. 8, those, and... those. Probably helps if I put a bridge in there. Speaking of bridges, we're going to be bridging our way out of there and coming straight down and joining back into this line. This goes off to the gas grill, gas range. That's it. That goes off to the gas range, and I want to keep that probably active. Actually, can I disconnect that way and run that in there instead? Yes, we're going to want to keep that active. It's going to need to have a source of natural gas. Hence why hopefully this is enough storage, just what's in the pipes between one dormancy and the next. But I think this is about as far as we're going to get for this episode. Like, we have this started to be pumped out to just steam. We have our natural gas natural gas, not geysers, but generators going in slowly, very, very slowly, because, well, there's a lot of tasks to be done. Awful lot of tasks to be done. There to there to there. And I didn't bother putting in the power cable. Seems sort of important. Yeah, I want them plugged in the main grid. We're also going to need to put in a battery, and of course I put that in the one spot where it would be in the way of my batteries. We're also going to need to put batteries in here. A number of batteries. We're probably potentially an awful lot of batteries. But I'm going to leave this episode here. We've got a plan for a self-powered oxygen maker. A lot of them, and we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4.5 power cables into this to keep it, well, running at full speed. That seems odd. I feel like maybe I need more power cables. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope I didn't miscount. Yes, so I need to get power hooked into these yet. Also, every one of these needs a hydrogen generator or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 per self-powered oxygen maker to make them self-powered, plus a spare to burn off the excess. And as we can see, there's an awful lot of excess. So I need to have 5 hydrogen generators per, well, one of these, which means I need to have 20 hydrogen generators. We're going to be putting an awful lot of items in this room, which means that we're going to have an awful lot of heat to make and generate, which should give us an awful lot of steam and free power with our power generation. It's going to be a self-perpetuating system. But with all that said, I need to end this episode here. I will see you guys in the next episode where hopefully all the hydrogen's done, so all the natural gas is done, so we can move on to hydrogen self-powered oxygen makers and all the fluid and the piping we need to deal with that. So, with all that said, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next episode. All right, bye.